we're fighting against the sun again. As you can see, I had to slide over, but the sun's gonna be going like this way, so it's eventually gonna start shining in. So we're just gonna have to roll with it. Also, I'm already feeling hot sitting here in front of the sun. I think I need to change into a t-shirt there. And I can close the door because Aria now is out of there. So anyways, it's time for chat, chill, and get ready with me time. One of my favorite videos to do now every month. If this isn't your first one here, then you know the drill. If this is, I just ask you guys whatever you want to know, whatever you want me to chat about while I get ready and do my makeup. It can be books, it can be life, it can be other things, like whatever kind of you want me to talk about, you let me know. So as always, you can use the comment section of this video to ask any questions that you have. Otherwise, I normally do a community post and an Instagram story ask like towards the end of every month, which we also have this gorgeous friend joining us today that is so painful. Let's go ahead and jump in though. So, again, I have like no particular order. Do you want to say hi? Aria would like to say hi for this chat, chill, and get ready, right? She's like, I literally don't want that. Last time I organized these with like random questions at the beginning and then like writing related questions at the end. I think this time I'm just gonna maybe like popcorn around. I'm not really gonna like organize them. And you know, whatever, it'll just be what it'll be. So the first question that I got was non-erotic retellings with villain POVs. I honestly don't know if I have any. Because like my thoughts immediately went to like Katie Roberts books, you know, her like those, what do you call them, the Disney books, but obviously those are spicy. I honestly don't think I have any that are like non, because I don't really read anything that's not for the most part, unless I'm reading like a YA book, which only happens every now and then. Someone had DM'd me just to make sure that I do this, and I literally wrote a note across the top to talk about what I use. So for my moisturizer and sunscreen, I use the Pacifica Everyday Lotion. It has SPF 30 in it. So anyways, okay, so I'm so sorry if anyone has any recs, if you could leave them in the comments for this person, but I honestly don't think that I really have any like non-spicy. Okay, Siri, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Check it out.
Siri, I'm not talking to you. What is your hyperfixation food right now? Currently, I get really hyperfixated on food all the time. I pretty much eat the same things. Like I eat the same exact breakfast every single morning. I eat a piece of peanut butter toast and turkey sausage and that is my breakfast. Lunch, I eat literally the same sandwich every day, the same kind of chips. I have the same snacks. I literally eat the same food like every single day. So, but the one thing that I've been like hyper fixated on that I've been having more that I don't have a lot is the Trader Joe's Mandarin orange chicken. That is so good. I don't have a Trader Joe's like super close to me. So last time that I went, or 2 times ago that I went, I had bought it and I was like, this is like the best frozen Mandarin chicken I've ever had. So then last time that I went, then I got 3 bags of it because like I said, don't live very close. And I knew that that was something that I wanted to get. So I've been having that. I love that. I think that's probably my hyperfixation. And also I'm back on cheese quesadillas. I used to eat a cheese quesadilla like every single day for dinner, like all throughout my Disney internship and all throughout my senior year of college pretty much. But then I got sick of them. So I honestly have not had a lot lately, but I'm kind of back on that. Oh, and already I'm flopping. I use the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation and I don't know what shade I am. I think it's off. I think I may be shade like 405, if that sounds right. It's like one of the palest shades. I don't think it's the palest. I think it's like the second palest shade. It lasts well and oh, and I didn't use primer. Normally I use the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. I use like pretty much all drugstore. I don't really like paying for high-end makeup. That's just not something that like I like spending my money on. I obviously love watching people use it, but I don't know. I don't feel like I'm that good at makeup, so I don't know. I don't like spending a lot of money on it. Okay, so then I got 2 separate questions that I'm gonna lump together. I got, what is your favorite holiday and do you have any fun holiday traditions? My favorite holiday is definitely Christmas. I do love Christmas. I love the decorations. I love the movies. I love the music. I just kind of love everything about Christmas. I love the food. So good. And even though that does mean that yes, it is snowy in winter, we do have snow on the ground. I don't know, I really love Christmas, but I also love Halloween too. I think just because, again, I love like the spooky kind of decor and everything. As far as holiday traditions go, for Christmas every year, like on Christmas Day, Mom always makes homemade cinnamon rolls and this homemade hot chocolate that is literally the greatest thing you will ever taste. And we have that while we open gifts in the morning and everything. And it's just so nice. First of all, because it's delicious. And it's just nice. We'll like unwrap some gifts, go and eat, unwrap some more, have some hot chocolate. So it's just like a nice way to spend the morning. I don't know if there's anything else. We do normally like a cookie baking day, which is fun, and I'm looking forward to that. Last year I tried to make hot cocoa bombs and they were a flop. So I'm gonna figure out something else to make this year. I'm gonna jump to a book question now. And I also need my little brush. So then for contour, I use the She Glam Sun Sculpt stick in Soft Tan. It's almost like a little, wait, I don't want to use that to fully catch where I'm putting this. It's kind of like a bit of a gray undertone to it, because I a lot of times struggle finding like neutral undertoned like contours or bronzers, because I'm like so pale that the other ones, they always look like really orange on me. And this one I find like actually looks like more natural on me. Okay, not right now, just trust the process. But anyways, okay, now I'm gonna jump down to one of the writing questions. So I got, how do you feel after you finished writing your first book and became a published author? What are the steps to write a book? If you followed any, if I'm interested in writing, how do I go about it? So first of all, I feel good, honestly. Like it's almost like it's just kind of back to business at this point. I am honestly starting to feel a little stressed just because of the amount of stuff that goes in, that I'm just starting to feel like it catch up to me a little bit, because right now obviously I have a full-time job, so I'm working full-time, and then I'm still doing my YouTube channel, and then I'm writing book 2, and then I'm also still like trying to market and talk about book 1 and like share that. And I don't know, it's just starting to kind of feel like a lot. And then I think especially with the holidays right now that I'm just like busier on the weekends, and I don't really feel like there are enough hours in the day right now. So I've kind of been feeling a little just like stressed out lately, just like with the amount of things that I feel like I should be doing. But otherwise, like I feel good. I feel like, you know, the people that I expected to kind of like support have been very supportive. And I'm just like really looking forward to where it goes, and just knowing that like the book that I'm writing right now, I'm just feeling like really, really good about. It's flowing so easily. I'm just like feeling good. And I had got a sample edit back from my proofreader, and she already said, she was like, your writing is so much like more concise and like better than your first book. And so I'm feeling good about that. So overall, I'm feeling good. Bitch, if you don't blend that bronzer, oh, I'm blaming it on the sun blinding me. What else was that? What are the steps to write a book if you followed any? So you can watch, I have an entire vlog as I wrote Take You Down with like everything that I did. So I can link that below so you can check that out. I mean, it's like an hour long. Steps, it's pretty much like write the first draft, edit, 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 keep reading, keep editing, keep reading, keep editing. And then obviously you got to format it. I used Vellum for that. It's a program that you can buy that is compatible with Apple that will help format. You got to hire a cover design. I mean, you could design a cover yourself. I hired a cover designer. Got to get proofreader/editing. And then it's just like uploading it to Amazon. You got to upload it to Goodreads, which Goodreads is kind of frustrating with that. But yeah, I mean, that vlog, I have like full details. So I'll kind of leave that at that for this one at least. Oh, also the blush that I'm using is this NYX Sweet Cheeks one. And it's in the shade Baby Doll. If I'm interested in writing, how do I go about? I mean, for me, I like having an outline. So you could start with an outline that I really like working off of one. It helps keep me kind of on target. It helps me every day when I sit down and I kind of know exactly what I'm trying to accomplish that day. It works well for me. But if that doesn't work for you, then just start writing. I use Google Docs to write in. I also do have Microsoft Word, but I don't know. I just like writing in Google Docs. So I use that. Is there any way your book will be on audio too? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how you go about getting like an audiobook made. The only thing that I know is that they are like super, super expensive if you try to do them yourself. And I think that's why so many like indie authors, Aria, stop. And I think that's why so many indie authors don't have, or like didn't have their books on audio. And I feel like now some companies have like seen how much like indie books have really picked up, and now they've started picking up more indie books and such. But I think you kind of have to like have them approach you. And honestly, I just like would be in nowhere near the financial situation. Do you see that? That's why I can't close my door. That is why I can never fully close that door right there, because of her sitting back there and yelling at it. You can open it yourself. So I never want to hear another comment about how my closet door is open, because you saw that. That has been closed for like maybe 10 minutes max. And that's what she does. Oh, okay, now I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend Concealer. I use 2 different shades. I have one that's like closer to my foundation shade, and then one that's a little lighter for under my eyes. So anyways, I would love to have an audiobook one day. I just like really don't know how I would go about that. And I think I would kind of have to wait for someone to like ask me if they could do it. So, and I don't really like foresee anyone asking to like do that anytime soon. Since Gianna is back, are you excited for Caution to the Wind? Yes, I am very excited for Caution to the Wind. I was really looking forward to that book last year, and I was bummed obviously when it got delayed, but I behaved like a normal person and didn't hound her. Like some people were insane, like in her Facebook group, like harassing the like owners of that page and like saying some out-of-pocket shit of being like, what does Gianna have over you that you guys like just keep saying like whatever. It was like wild. So I am really glad that it is here, but you know, I would have waited however long I needed to wait for that book, but I am really looking forward to it. I'm honestly kind of worried about like any plot stuff that I kind of forgot, because it's been a long time since I read Dead Man Walking is the last one. Like I think I read that back in like 2021. It's been a long time. But hers are like some of the only motorcycle club romances that I like. I don't really like MC romances, but those just like hit. So I'm really looking forward to having her back. Oh my gosh, I'm like literally completely out of this. I have used it to the, do you see that? I have literally used it to the end. Okay, I think I have a new one. I need to go and grab it. Perfect, I do have one. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder, again, in the shade 05 Fair. I think one of the palest shades. Perfect. Oh, a fresh powder. How nice does that look? Are you planning to do a best and worst books of the year? So yes, I will be doing a best. I don't plan on doing a worst. Like I said, now I'm really only going to be highlighting and talking about books on my channel that I love. That includes like in my wrap-ups, I'm only like, if I don't like a book, luckily the past couple months I have had like some of my best reading months where I've only had 4 and 5 star reads. But you know, I think if there's a book that I don't like, I'm just simply not going to talk about it, just because I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm ever sitting on here and now bashing like another author's book and just getting myself like in a bad situation. So I will not be doing like a worst books of the year. I mean, I definitely have them like in my head, but no, I won't be like making any kind of like just negative style content videos, but I will for sure be doing a best books. I'll be doing like top 10 of the year, and then I'll also be doing like my favorite book from each month of the year, because I have been keeping track of that as well. So I will be doing both of those videos, but no worst. And I know I'm kind of bummed about it, because I kind of like doing the worst books too, but it's just not the position that I'm like in anymore to be able to do that. What's your biggest pet peeve non-book related? I love this because I have a lot of them, but I would say my number one, oh, also I use the Too Faced Milk Chocolate bronzer. I think this is like one of the only pieces of like high-end makeup that I have, but I do really like it because again, it's like warm, but it's not like too warm. So it works well again for like my skin tone. Okay, so biggest pet peeve, I hate slow walkers. I am a fast walk, not even like a fast walker where I'm like, I always kind of feel like I need to just be like getting to my destination, but I just naturally walk kind of fast. I'm 6 feet tall, and I hate nothing more than when I'm in a store and there's just someone just like walking at a snail's pace, just browsing, taking their time in the middle of the walkway, like not even like off to the side, like just in the middle. I hated when I was like in college and on the campus, and people would like take up an entire sidewalk of them just like casually strolling. Like, I am running late to class, move. Slow walkers is like my biggest pet peeve. Or just people who are not aware of their surroundings, like in a store when like two people are sitting there, like in a grocery store aisle, when it's like two people shopping together, and they will both be like, they'll have their cart like out into the walkway, and like one is staying over here, one is staying over here, and they're just sitting there like chatting about what's on the shelves. And I'm like, get your cart out of your way, or stopping like in the middle of the aisle with your cart to like look at your phone or something. Be aware of your surroundings, be aware of other people. It's not that hard to be a considerate person out in public, and I hate it. I'm like very aware of my surroundings, and I can just tell when people are not, and that drives me insane. I love this question. Are all of your books going to be named after songs? First of all, I'm glad that you picked up on that. That Take You Down, yes, is named after Take You Down by Illenium, and this is a ColourPop blush. I don't think this is available anymore. It was one of their princess ones. But yes, it is named after a song, and yes, at least all 4 books in the Whisper Me Nothing series will be named after songs. So book 2, should I just go ahead and drop book 2? I've already, like, I put in my story, like, a video of Dorian helping me write one night, and I put a song with it. And I think, you know, if I'm doing that, it has something to do with the book. So I have the titles set for all 4 of those books, and yes, they are all after songs. So Take You Down, book 2, I'll go ahead and just drop it here. It's called Take My Hand. And then book 3 is TWYW. And then book 4 is TMH. Same abbreviation as book 2, but different title. So yeah, I think that they all will. And honestly, actually, the standalone that I'm writing, or that I'm planning to do next summer, is, I'm also thinking maybe after a song title, but that's just because it just like happened to kind of fit. So I don't know if I'm just going to keep that as like just Whisper Me Nothing things, because obviously that book centers around music and that's very important to it, or if I'm going to like just have that be a theme moving forward. I don't know, but it is legal to name your books after songs, or like name things after songs, because song titles cannot be copyrighted. So it is legal. Trust me, I looked that up multiple times. Okay, then for brows, I use the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen, and I use the NYX Brow Glue. I normally use the NYX Thick It Stick It Brow Mascara. However, I needed to get a darker shade in this, and I didn't want to buy one because it is kind of expensive. So I just still have this in like that darker brown, where now I do my brows like a little bit closer to black because of my hair. But so I got just like a darker shade in the brow glue instead, because that was cheaper. Have there been any unexpected struggles you've had since releasing your book? Reviews, feedback, things of that sort. I honestly don't check reviews. I have stayed off of Goodreads. I literally don't even know how many ratings I have on Goodreads, or like how many reviews I have on Goodreads. I don't look at it for my own peace of mind. Not that I don't think that anyone could have like valid criticism in their review for me, because they do. And actually, I've asked one of my friends before to like go in, and she found a really good review and like read it out loud to me. And that was like very helpful. And there was some stuff in there that I was like, I 100% agree with that. But for my own mental state, I don't need to go on there and see if someone's given it like a 1 star and just said like, you're shit. Like, I don't need to see that, especially like just so early on in this journey. So honestly, staying away from the reviews has been helpful. I'd say the only like unexpected struggle I've had, I guess I kind of almost feel like removed from the community now, which I kind of expected, and I kind of feel like okay about on certain days. There are other days where I feel kind of sad, where I kind of feel like I don't really I don't have the same kind of interaction with people as I used to. So that does kind of make me sad sometimes, but also it was like a good shift, you know. The people that are like friends in my real life, like I still interact with on a daily basis, like, and we like text, you know, like it's not that I don't talk to anyone, it's just that I have kind of felt like removed from the community. But you know, I have like my handful of people that I like don't know what I would do without still, and like that hasn't changed, so like that's been good. The other thing that I guess was kind of unexpected was it almost felt like my place on the internet was like, I hate to say like violated a little bit, but I just kind of like lost my safe space in like the community because so I published my book not under my last, I look insane right now. I look insane as I'm trying to like have a serious moment and I look absolutely insane. Okay, anyways, I obviously didn't publish my book using my last name because I kind of wanted to keep that out of my real life. And then I know they were just excited for me, but one of my family members then made a post on Facebook with my book and like tagged me in it. So then all of like their friends, my extended family, like everyone saw it and now knows about it. And beforehand, none of them like really knew about me like doing YouTube and all of this stuff. Like one of my little cousins had found my channel at one point and I was like, you were not supposed to be watching that. But like overall, a lot of people like didn't really know about like this, just like my little space of the internet. Like this has just really been like a very safe community and like a very safe space just for me to be able to talk to you guys about books, not have to feel like filtered in anything that I say, because I know that like y'all read the same kind of shit that I do and like there's no like judgment here. We're all just trying to like read and just enjoy, and like we all understand that life is just like heavy and like why not find an escape in books. And then so the day that then that went live, then I was getting like texts from family members like that they were buying my book, and like again, not that I'm, and like I really didn't want to be ungrateful about it because I was very, very grateful that they all were excited for me and that they all wanted to support me and that they were, you know, like buying the book and being excited and sharing it with people. But just really like that day that it happened was just like a bad day. Like I just really just felt like I was like, I don't really have like this space of the internet that's just mine anymore. Like that really is just mine away from everyone else in real life. This is just like my thing. And I kind of didn't feel like I had that anymore. So that has been like a hard adjustment to make. At this point, I've kind of been like, fuck it. You know what you're getting yourself into if you want to follow. First of all, I have a ton of them, like family members blocked on my Instagram because I blocked them like back when I made it. So like they can't really find me on there, but I'm like, fuck it. If you want to read my book, especially I think too, because of the themes in book 1 where I'm talking about like religion and stuff, I'm like, I put a trigger warning in there. If you don't want to receive it, if you don't want to hear me like not just like sing praises about like church, then like I don't know what to tell you. And specifically with book 2, I'm already really, really anticipating a very polarizing reaction to a certain thing that I have in the book. And even just like from the community in general, that I don't know how people are going to receive it, but it's very important for me to talk about, and I'm going to talk about it. And I'm already anticipating like even if family members choose to pick up this one, they're not going to like it. And I don't care. I don't care. Like I'm not going to filter what I want to talk about, what I want to read, what I want to write because of that. But it was like an adjustment, like mentally, of kind of just having to be like, you just can't care. You just can't care. I'm really starting to lose my little light over here. It's really infiltrating, so we will see. Actually, can I we'll just keep on like moving this, I guess, and hope for the best. So I don't know what I feel like doing with my eyes today. I want to keep it kind of neutral because I am going to be like out running errands and I don't want anything like too crazy. So kind of my 3 go-to palettes. I love ColourPop eyeshadow, so I have the That's Taupe palette and the Flutterby one. And then I also have the Persona Cosmetics palette, which I use a lot for like that bottom row of like darker ones just to kind of deepen up. So we'll see. I'm feeling something kind of chill today though. So one of my friends, when I had asked for questions, you could see in the background that I had the Bridgerton special edition Illumicrate books, and she was just shocked that I had those. So yes, I did buy the Bridgerton Illumicrate books. I don't ever plan on reading the Bridgerton books, but I love the show and I love those books, so I bought them and they're so beautiful and they look really cute on my shelves. So yes, Megan, I did buy those, but no, I'm not going to start being a historical romance girly. No shade, no tea whatsoever. It's just, y'all know, I've tried to be a historical girly and it's not for me. It's not the life that I'm supposed to live. What are some of your favorite books for 2023, and what are some of the tropes that you used for your new book? So obviously I will have a list of my favorite books that I've read in 2023, but I will say right now I have 3 contenders for my top book that are kind of like battling it out, which are currently Tangled Like Us by Kristen Becker-Ritchie, the 4th book in the Like Us series, / it would probably just be like that book and like the Like Us series because I loved those books so, so, so much. So I would say it's those. Even If It Hurts by Marnie Mann. Y'all know that book really, really, really did a whole number on me back when I read it. It really just pulled up some personal beef with me. And yeah, so there's that one. And then also Garen Park by Nordica Knight, which is that and Lot 62 is the 2 books for that couple. So yeah, those are the 3 that right now I don't see like another book kind of coming into the mix that I love more than any of those 3 that would like knock those out. But it truly kind of changes day by day of which one I go back and forth with on which I think is going to be my top book of the year. But those are for sure going to be my top 3. It's just like what order then they end up being. And then what are some of the tropes that you used for your new book? Honestly, I don't feel like book 2 has as many tropes. The first one I think maybe fell into more. This second one, I mean, obviously it's Rockstar, but they're not like they're doing like summer shows, but they're not like on a tour bus. So it doesn't feel as like Rockstar-y the whole time. And then also like, it's not, I don't know, it just doesn't feel as tropey. I'd say it's definitely like friends to lovers vibes. A lot of like mental health, I guess, and kind of like mutual healing between them. The book itself isn't necessarily like dark, but I'd say it's just like a little heavier. They both, I mean, if you've read Take You Down, you've met both of the characters that it's following and you know like what happened in one of their pasts, Hayden's past. And then Carter, you saw her last relationship and how it was not very good. And she's just kind of learning to be on her own and stuff. So I'd say it's a lot of like mutual healing, definitely like some anxiety rep in there. But we'll see. We'll see if like anything kind of feels natural to throw into the mix. But I don't just want to like throw in tropes just to throw in tropes that like, so that way on an Instagram graphic, I have more like arrows pointing to it, you know? Super niche, but have you read Kid by Jessie Hall? Just finished Hawk from Your Wreck. I hope you loved Hawk. I loved it. Very after vibes. So no, I haven't read Kid yet. I did have that on my November TBR, but I never got around to it, but I do really want to read it. I really liked Kid from what we saw of him in Hawk. So it's definitely a priority read for me. And I've really loved Jessie Hall's book. So I've read, I've read Hawk and That Sick Love. And I've really enjoyed both of those. So she's definitely an author that I want to get caught up on her backlist. How many books are in your series? I feel like I answered that already. Didn't I say earlier? If I did, 4 books for this Whisper Me Nothing series. So ideally, you're going to get 2 next year. 1 in the spring and 1 in the fall/winter, like right at the end of the year. And then you'll get the 4th one in 2025. And that kind of feeds into another question. Where was the one about deadlines? Oh, I'd love to hear about your writing routine / how you set deadlines for yourself. So I work really well with deadlines. So I have a Canva calendar. Actually, let me and show you guys. I do show it in the vlog, but so I have this lovely Canva calendar that I made. So I have every single month on here, and I just have like write written in the square, and just for me to write every day, and I can either earn a little check or a little X, and I like to earn my little checks. And then you can see I black out a couple of days there. So like I blacked out Thanksgiving because obviously I wasn't gonna be writing on Thanksgiving. And so that way just for me, I kind of like mentally know that, okay, I'm not really like writing then. But so you can see in December, my schedule, I am taking PTO off of work for like around Christmas. So I have those days just like blurred out a little bit. So that way I know that those are like days that I can just really devote to writing. And then in January, I have this little one right here. And this is January 25th. I have my draft to Z, who is my editor. I got booked in with her. So I have to have that done by January 25th, and I actually want to have it done by January 1st, so that way I have a couple of weeks to go through and do like big edits before she gets in and goes more nitty gritty. So I work well now having that deadline, knowing that I'm less than 2 months away, that I have to finish my draft. I'm at about 40,000 words. I think I'm about around the 40% mark. I work well with having a deadline, and I work well with having this little calendar to kind of like keep me accountable. I like having my little calendar, and then you can scroll down in like February. Obviously I have like blank right now because I don't really know what that'll look like. It'll probably just be working on edits with Z that whole time. And then I'm planning to release in March. I haven't announced an official release date yet, but I don't know if I'll have one by the end of the year, but I am going to have a March release with this book. Writing process, so I don't know, it varies whether I write like during the day, at night, because obviously on the weekends I like writing first thing in the morning. I like getting up, getting my coffee, eating breakfast, normally like watching an episode of something and then diving into writing, where like during the week obviously I have to write at night. Like I can't, like I'm working during the day, so then I have to write at night. So it varies. But again, me having my outline is really helpful for me, because then I know every single night when I sit down, I know exactly what I am writing, and that is really helpful for me. Okay, next up then for mascara. Wow. I use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Primer, the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Mascara, and then a little bit of the Maybelline Sky High for like my bottom lashes. What do you love most about being an auntie? So I do have 2 nephews. They're adorable. I absolutely love that when they come over that I get to hang out with them. I get like my little fix of kids, and then I get to go home to my quiet apartment. No, I mean, I'm only like half serious about that. I have never been one of those people that wants kids. I don't plan on ever having kids, but I really love having my nephews. I think they're so cute, and just seeing them like grow up, and especially, so my one nephew is 3.5 now, and I was just with him on Thanksgiving, and he was just so excited. Like, he's such a ham, and he's starting to be able to play like games and stuff. I did get bullied by him though, because I wasn't playing blocks correctly. And he was not afraid to tell me, which fair enough. I clearly am not very good at playing blocks. That's not going to be, I guess, something that I'll put on my resume. But he's starting to be able to play like board and like we can play cooties together, and that's cute. And he was playing apples to apples, and I don't know, he's just adorable, and he talks so fast, and he's just cute, and it's just like fun to just see him. He doesn't have like the stress of being a grown-up or like the responsibilities. He's just like playing with Zurg and Woody and wanting to watch Bluey, and it's just fun. I really just love having them around. They're just, I don't know like what our family get-togethers looked like before we had the 2 of them. And then my younger nephew, he was born in February of this year. So he's just starting to like pull himself up on stuff, but you can still like hold him. Like, he still just wants to be held. It's like, that's fun. Like, I got to hold him a lot on Thanksgiving. Although, let me tell you, he was eating pigs in a blanket while on my lap, and he was like dropping chunks of hot dogs on my shirt. And I was like, you are so cute, but this is so gross. They're just so fun. I really like being an aunt, and I can't wait until they get older and like they can talk more, and I can like take them to go and like do activities and stuff. I don't know. It's a fun time. They're just so cute. I love them. But yeah, I do really also enjoy the fact that then when they start crying, that's not my responsibility. I'm not meant to be responsible for other humans. I'm only meant to be responsible for cats. What is your favorite reading snack? And then I also got, what is your favorite drink to drink while you are reading? So I don't honestly like snack a lot while eating or while reading. I don't know why I feel like I can't do both at once. And I feel like I'm not paying attention, which maybe that's just a me problem. So I don't really snack a lot while reading. But I guess I always have like my water bottle. Like, I carry that around with me everywhere, so I guess I'm always drinking that. Now that it's winter, at night I like having some hot chocolate. I drink my coffee in the morning, so I guess like sometimes I'm having that, but I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty boring. Like, I just drink my water. I love soda. Like, I have a soda every single day. My favorite is the A&W Zero Sugar Root Beer. It's the best. Or the Sunkist Zero Sugar. I don't discriminate though. I will literally drink any soda. You put a soda in front of me and I'm gonna drink it. Will you ever make any more painting videos? I miss those. I miss doing them too. So that's kind of how I got started doing a lot of like book stuff, is I started making painting videos on TikTok of like book quotes. So if you go to my TikTok, that's like pretty much all that my videos are on there still. And even like once Instagram did Reels, like I started posting them over there too. I love doing those. I still love painting. I love doing those quotes. They were so fun. And I used to do one like every single week. Like, that was my weekend thing. I would like do a painting, post it, do a painting, post it. But honestly, I have not done a single painting this entire year. And honestly, it's just been because I'm just so busy otherwise. Like, I don't have the free time on the weekends. Like, I need to be writing, or I'm reading, or I'm cross stitching. I learned how to cross stitch this year and I'm really enjoying that. So I just like haven't been in the mood to paint, honestly. So I would love to get back into doing those eventually, but honestly, I just don't know when I'll have time to. Like I said, I'm kind of struggling lately with having enough hours in the day as is, let alone figuring out when I can also start squeezing in, like making in those videos as well. I do miss doing them. Like I do. That Daisy Hates one has been hanging back there for like a year because that's where I used to like put them to take the final shot of them. I think Daisy Hates was the last one that I've done. I had another one of how do you deal with reviews on your books. I feel like I kind of said that. I don't look. It's not my place to engage with, like I would never engage with a review, you know, like, or a bad one. Like it's not my place to. It's not my place to like tell someone how they should feel about my book now that it is out in the world. So if they want to say that it is garbage, that is fully their right to do so. But if they love it, then that's great. And like, it's been really nice when people have like tagged me in their reviews, or like Sandra from the Book Chronicles. I will link her channel down below. She did an entire like in-depth video of Take You Down, and like that was awesome, and I loved watching that and hearing her thoughts. And also I just love her channel, like hearing her talk too, like her accent. Sometimes like she'll speak French and like her stories on Instagram, and that's like very nostalgic for me. One of my exes used to speak French, and I'm like, this is nostalgic, also a little triggering, but it's good. So like that's really fun. Like I love seeing that. Like I said, I don't look on Goodreads, I don't look on Amazon. It's none of my business what other people are rating my books. I obviously want like to get better, and I only hope that each book that I write will get better. So I'm sure there are like constructive things in there, but just for like my own well-being, I don't need to see that. Okay, then for my lips, I'm going to use the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in 04 Natural. And then I have the Glow Paradise shade from L'Oreal in Nude Heaven. And then I use the NYX lip oil, just the clear one, although it's not as clear anymore because you can see the applicator. Okay, this is the last question that I'll answer. So how much have you made so far for book one, and how do you get paid from Amazon? So I am all about like transparency. Like I was completely transparent with how much I spent on writing the first book, because like that was something that I couldn't like find it, like I didn't know what was like par for the course or anything. So I think I talked about that one in my last Chat Chill and Get Ready With Me, how much I spent. I'm not gonna get into like complete numbers here of like how much I have made. I will just say that I have made all of my money back that I put into it, plus some more on top of it, which is like what I wanted. I was like, I just want break even, and I did. And now any extra that I have, again, I'm just saving to go back into book two. So I feel like good with what I have so far. What was it? And how do you get paid from Amazon? So I still haven't gotten my payout yet. I can just see like my royalties estimator in their like in my Kindle account or whatever. So I can see how much I'm estimated to get, but I haven't actually gotten paid yet. I looked up like when you get paid out. So I think I will get my first payment in December, because it like takes like 2 months to get your like royalties from something. So now moving forward, like I'll get paid out each month, but like to start, because I didn't upload until the middle of October, and like I earn those royalties I won't earn until December. And then same with like November's royalties, I don't think I'll get paid for until January. So I think that's kind of like how it rolls out. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I just think that's what I like had read on their policy or whatever. So I can like see how much money I have in there. I just haven't like actually gotten that cashed out yet to me. But I will say, so obviously the one that I make the most money on is paperbacks. That has been the one that I make the most money with, obviously. Like it costs the most. But like I can see for like total year on end, so paperbacks I've made the most, ebooks so paperbacks, Kindle Unlimited page reads, and then ebooks. That's the order of which like earns me the most. I don't take Kindle Unlimited page reads lightly. I know that there are like it's literally like fractions of a penny per page, but like it does really add up. So anyways, that is that, and that's where I will end it for today. So anyways, I still have a few leftover questions. I feel like I always do. I never get through them all. But if you have any questions that you would like for me to chat about in my December video, I need to do my hair still. It's greasy as hell. but I'm gonna be done with this video because the sun is driving me crazy. So anyways, if you have any videos though, or any questions that you would like for me to answer in December's, let me know. But anyways, if you made it to the end here, I appreciate you all. And yeah, that's it for today's video, and I will see you when I see ya.